Happy New Year, everybody. Happy 2019. Welcome back to HemingwayLand.com, your source for quality, affordable land in the state of New Mexico. This is the first video that I have made now in over a month. We have been, I'm going to say off. I'm going to call it off. We have been off for the month of December, not posting new videos, not listing new properties. Perhaps you're wondering, Hemingway Land, why are you so lazy? It is because I like to take the month of December off. I like to visit family. I like to go on vacation. And I like to give my assistants a light workload. So, we're not listing any new properties. We weren't making any new videos. That being said, we were not completely derelict in our job. We were putting new properties under contract, and we are in escrow with a number of new properties, which you will see debuting in the weeks ahead, particularly a bulk acquisition in Valencia County. Whatever the case, that explains our absence. So during that time, we had a lot of people buy land from us. I want to do what I usually take the time to do, which is thank all those people who've been buying from us. Kevin and Lois, Joy, Rhett, Charlotte, Joe, Cliff, Mark. Thank you for your business in the month of December. And also want to thank all the people who've been subscribing to our YouTube channel. I don't want to massacre last names, so I'm just going to say Oscar Z, Edward B, Chris B, and Timothy Oliver. I can pronounce that one. As well as all the other anonymous people who have been subscribing to the channel whose names I can't see. So, while I have the attention of my rabid internet fan base, I just want to say that in 2019 we got a couple goals that I want to talk about right now just before I get to properties this week. First one is I did a count of how many properties we listed in 2018. I was pleasantly surprised. 198 properties. For conversational purposes, I'm going to round up and call it 200. But that wasn't the goal at the outset. I wasn't keeping track year long. I just did a count at the end of the year and I realized it was 200. So the goal for 2019 is to list a minimum of 300 new properties in New Mexico. Simultaneously, I want to eventually fulfill my promise of having land in all 33 counties. Right now we've got land in about 15. I've got land in 2 new counties coming in the weeks ahead. I won't tell you what those are. You'll just have to stay tuned. But after that, we've got about 16 more counties to check off the list, and then we will officially be buying and selling land in all parts of New Mexico. So those are 2 of the goals. The third goal is to get somebody to actually do these videos who doesn't mind being on camera. That would be nice, but that's for later in the year. Anyway, all right, let's get to it. A quick thing before I get to properties this week. A lot of you guys have been calling and emailing and asking about what's going on with Rio Rancho. Let me tell you. So we are in escrow hell on these properties and have been since November, early November. That being said, we started to post the photos that our crack photographer has been taking out there. A lot of pretty pictures. We haven't posted all of them. We don't have previews of all the listings here, but things are starting to come out of escrow now. Things are starting to close. We're starting with all the properties that we have pre-sold to people, and then we will be starting on the, remaining, 50-some properties. So these will begin to appear on the website. Finally, fingers crossed. I don't know. I've been saying that since November, but finally throughout January and probably into February. So things to look forward to, hopefully. Anywho, so just to address that, let's get to what's debuting this week. So we have 1 new property debuting this week. We're going to have a bunch next week, but this week we're starting off the new year easy with a new property in Tiburon. I like Tiburon. I got a lot of buyers who seem to like Tiburon, so we picked up another property out there, 1.2 acres, $3,200, OTNM 3515. Tomorrow this will be marked to learn more. Click on that and you will see the listing page. So for those who are unfamiliar with Tiburon, this is a master plan community that's been around since I think the 70s. This developer came in, subdivided the land, chopped it up, and resold it. And since then, the HOA that kind of monitors this area, or takes care of it, has done a pretty good job of developing a community out there. So there's well-maintained roads, there's power throughout the area, there's a clubhouse, there's restaurants, there's a fire department, which of course is very handy. But as well as amenities like a golf course, a community pool, and an airfield that exists out there. So it has a lot to offer people who buy land out there. But one of the nice things about it, and I think one of the things that people I've sold to have picked up on, is that it's RV friendly. And you can park your RV out there for 30 days at a time or up to half a year if you are hooked into water and septic lines in the area. So I'm going to make a video about this property maybe tonight, maybe this weekend, I don't know. But it'll be premiering on the website soon. I'll talk more about this there. Just want to say, in 2019, we're going to be doing something not new, old, that we used to do where we list the corner points of the property, the corner GPS coordinates of the property. Stopped doing this because people would call and say, what does NW stand for? And then I'd have to explain those were abbreviations for northwest and northeast and yada, yada, yada. That grew tiresome, but now I get more calls asking me for corner points of properties that people are going out to scout. So I figured, all right, we're going to start relisting the corner points of properties. So hopefully this will also cue people to the fact, because I feel like a lot of people don't realize this, but you can click on the blue things and something will happen. I feel like not enough people realize that. Anyway, click on the blue things and it'll bring up the property on the Google Maps, and you'll be able to see that this property sits off of Brownwood Drive. And then scroll and zoom and whatnot, and you can map it out and figure out how to get out there and scout the property, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, as noted, we'll have more about this weekend. All right, everybody, thank you for watching, and if you want to hear more of my mellifluous voice talking about property in the weeks and months ahead, subscribe to the channel. Like us, thumbs up us, do whatever people do on social media, and we will see you in future videos. Thanks again for watching, and happy 2019 once more.